right, everybody, welcome to 2 on Tuesday, the first episode of 2019. Today I'm going to show you how to install winter snow and off-road tire chains. Each set of chains weighs, I would say, about 40 pounds. For a four-wheel drive vehicle, you really should put chains on both the front and rear of the vehicle. All right, got a bag of a set of chains for the rear of the truck. What you want to do, first off, is take out one chain at a time. Now, they tend to get cobbled up together. So there's two chains here. And we're going to separate them. Alright, the first thing here I want to do is lay the chain out on the ground. And make sure that both the side chains that are along here and the cross chains are untangled, and you want these little loops here, you want facing up and away from the tire tread. There's also a cam fastener that I'll show you close up in a second, that you want on the outside of the tire, and then the regular hook here you want on the inside of the tire. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the chain that's spread out here on the floor, and I'm going to loosely put it over the top of the tire. And I'm going to pick it up kind of from the middle. And we're going to make sure that it's kind of evenly distributed between the front and the rear, and that we get it around the side. Now on the front here, I'm going to take this cam and the hook and kind of spread them out to the sides, because what we're going to do is we're going to move the truck about 2 feet forward and rotate it around so that we can hook the chains in the rear. Now, you move the truck. What I like to do is hook up the hook on the inside of the tire first. And in order to do that, I gotta get down here underneath. Alright. You can see right here, this cam, you basically put through the loop of the chain, you turn it, you push on it and it tightens it, and then this gate lock comes over the top of it. Now, this is the part that's a little on the tight side, but there you go. That's on there. Now, it's not quite lined up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the truck again and get it straightened out a little bit, and then I can tighten the side pieces. Now, the other thing is you can put on what they call a chain tensioner. You can buy those in the, an auto parts store somewhere. Really, I prefer to just use regular rubber bungees, because it's basically the same effect. And you just you cross the center of the tire in one direction, like such, and then go across, probably right about here. Across the other way, and what that does is keep the tire chains, the side tight against the tire. The less flopping around, the better. One trick I've learned over the years, as I do the last rear one here, is that what I do, anyways, is I put all 4 chains on at the same time, and then roll forward a couple feet. That way I can go around and adjust each one without having to backing up and back and forth on the truck constantly. The other thing is on this cam here, if you put it on, say, the second loop here, because you want it as tight as possible, what you do is you drop that first loop down and then stick it through so it doesn't get in the way, and then turn it around like this, and then the gate lock goes on it. So you can see this one, it's a little loose. Maybe I could go one more tough to say. You have to drive the vehicle about no more than, I would say, 1/4 of a mile. So now this third loop is a little bit too tight. I'm going to go back to the second one. You want to hand tighten these. You don't want to really use any kind of tool to do this. But you definitely want to readjust after, say, about 1/4 of a mile. All right, so it's an icy, snowy day out today. So I'm going to take the truck out for a little spin just to get the chains all tensioned up nice so I can readjust. And a couple notes. These chains, these kind of chains, you really don't want to exceed 25, maybe 30 miles an hour max. And it's also a good idea if you're an overlander or you know, live in a place that has higher elevations, or in the wintertime, keep the chains in your vehicle somewhere. There's many states that require, at high elevation anyways, if it's a snowstorm, to engage chains. And in almost all, I believe all 50 states, or at least the ones that are affected by winter, chains are legal for use as long as the conditions warrant it. So let's take it out for a spin. All right, you can see it back in the garage here. Snow on the chains now. They held up pretty good. Everything is tight on here. The tensioner straps, aka rubber bungees, work pretty good. And there's good grip out there. It's pretty icy. All right, so my last piece of advice, really, and I cannot emphasize this enough: do not wait until the conditions are too bad to do this. If it's really, really cold out, nasty weather, it's tough to, you know, work with your fingers in the chains. And always, 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 always test when you purchase new chains. Test them at home. Make sure that they're right size for the tire and for the vehicle, and that you're ready for action when you indeed need the tire chains. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the truck and tree symbol to your right. Once again, thanks, and hope to see you soon.